Here we're going to prove this trig identity by simplifying the left side because that's kind of the more complicated side, and we're going to make that match the right side. I don't even need to touch the right side. I'm just going to do all the work on the left side and make that equal to secant x. So there's lots of ways to do these. My first vision when I see this, if I see cosecant or cotangent, those are reciprocal functions that I can actually replace. And I'm going to go ahead and do that and make it 1 over sine of x for that. And then cotangent is cosine over sine of x. Now, from here, to simplify this, I now need some common denominators because really what I want to do eventually is to multiply by the reciprocal of the bottom. But because, I have these two things being added together, I want to combine that first. So I'm going to start by multiplying this by sine of x over sine of x. And I'll go ahead and do it on the top too, just to make it nice and neat, because I want to kind of combine everything to make it just two fractions on top of each other. So from here, I got sine x plus 1 over sine of x on the top, because I just added these two things together. Then I added the bottom together, and I got cosine x plus cosine x times sine x over sine of x. So I have this ugly looking thing where it's one fraction over another fraction. And when I have that, I want to multiply by the reciprocal. So taking this, I'm going to multiply it by the top here. So I multiply by sine of x over cosine x plus cosine sine. And this is getting long and ugly, but the nice part about this, instead of distributing or anything like that, I see that these sine x's should be able to cancel. So when I rewrite this, I should just have sine of x plus 1 over cosine x plus cosine x sine x. Now, this is one of those times where it's a little bit tricky to see, but we look at the denominator here and we can see that there is a greatest common factor here that I can pull out. And the reason that that's going to be helpful is because what I will have on the top is sine x plus 1, and the bottom, I pull out that cosine x, I'm left with 1 plus sine of x. And now these two things cancel. So this and this are the same. I can cancel those out. I'm left with 1 over cosine of x, which is the same thing here as secant x, which is, if we go all the way back up here, what we originally wanted to get to. So we bring that down and show that we officially made our left side match our right side, therefore proving this trig identity.